Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to talk about the Concept 1B and especially take a look at its abilities in Uprising. It is a good tank, let's find out. You're probably going to tell me, Pantoufleee, if a tank is good in regular game modes, it's also going to be good in Uprising. And to that, I'm going to tell you no, because in Uprising, you got to take into consideration two factors. You have the skills that comes with the tank that can really allow you to do well on the battlefield. For example, all the mediums having the time back, the rewind time ability that is probably the most broken in this mode. But you also have to take into consideration the fact that there is some randomness toward the skills you will be able to acquire. Because I want to remind you, every time you die in Uprising, or at least the two first times you die, you have to pick between three different skills that you can combine, obviously. But all those skills, out of all the skills available, there are approximately 20, 22, or maybe a little bit more. Only 3 will get proposed to you. So obviously this will impact your gameplay and the ability of your tank to do well on the battlefield. Now, talking specifically about the Concept 1B, it's not the kind of tanks that is good regardless of the skill you will be using. I think that personally, due to its low alpha damage, it's important for you to get access to the Yak shells in order to get more plus 40% or at least plus 20% alpha damage per shot. On top of that, if you can couple it with the one that allows you to reload 35% faster, it's just a big bonus. And finally, Inferno. Everything that comes to the gun will make that tank better. It's the case for every single tank in the game, because that's what allows you to do damage, but it's even more true when it comes to the Concept. Now, of course, for those of you that were lucky enough to get it in Snow Globe, or for those of you that are crying over their wallet because they had to get 10 Snow Globes in order to get the tank, when you're playing it in Uprising and when you're playing it in general, please make sure to get yourself the legendary camouflage, because the feather you see at the front are hiding the weak spot of the tank, and trust me, in all down it can save you a lot of missed shots. Now, that being said, let's focus on the playstyle right now. You already saw my review. You know that when you're playing with this tank, what is extremely important is to only show your turret. But from time to time, it's impossible, especially when you have to push forward like it's the case right now. So yeah, we kill the grill and we are gonna get straight to the point. We're gonna go to the middle because right now I have 400 blood currency for the Uprising blood tier, bloodshed. I think it's bloodshed. And it makes me realize, okay, I need and I want to get my hands on some new skills. So let's not lose too much time and try to get them. So there we go, we go in. But unfortunately for me, as I only have 900 hit points, I'm gonna die pretty soon. And this is the reverse card of Uprising, because when you try to push forward on the enemy spawn, which is something you shouldn't do, well, you're gonna encounter all the people that already got killed and are ready to use their special skill on you. But here, finally, I die, and luckily for me, I get the Rapid Fire 2. The Supernatural Power 1 is also a great addition because it will allow me to be more mobile, but the Rapid Fire is truly something that the Concept is blessed with, because your overall reload when you don't have any skills is 8.1 seconds, which is already really fast, even if it's only for 380 alpha damage. But having 5.3 seconds of reload, meaning that you reload as fast as an object 140, well, this is definitely something else. But of course, it requires from you to have a good RNG, like it was not my case on the WZ1115A. And now we're kind of stuck. We're kind of stuck in a tricky situation, because as you can see, they have way more tanks alive than us, because we have at 9, they have 12, but it's not going to be a problem. All I need to do right now is getting into the right position, and in order to do that, I'm not going to bother going on with the rest of the team on the other side. I'm going to go straight on the WZ and what is behind. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to get catched by both the WZ and his friends that are waiting for me around the corner. But at that point right now, I did not realize it. There we go for the skill of the VZ. We do as much as we can in order for him to use it. It works. He goes for a shot, misses, and now all we have to do is trying to get both the Sheridan and the WZ. But I also know that I can't do that alone, and this is one of the main problems with the concept. Regardless of the skills you will have, it's nearly impossible to clutch a 1 versus 2 situation, which in a way kind of makes it balanced. So I'm gonna wait for my teammates. I'm telling in the chat, please guys, come to me, help me. And luckily for me, the WZ did the mistake by himself, allowing me to get those shots I was expecting. So there we go for one, the Sheridan. There is also the WZ that just died, and now all I have to do is dealing with the Sherry. Unfortunately for me, I thought it was the Sherry, but in the end, it's the other one. Not a problem. We get the shot, and now we are pushing forward. We just completely turned out that situation because we killed 8 guys in less than 1 minute, whereas they only took 1 life out of our points. And now you're gonna see how blessing that RNG is when you're shooting with HE and you only have shells, HE shells, to shoot on the T-124. Just take a look at that poor guy. He can't even turn around and he's not even trying. And bang, we get him, and as soon as we get him, we die in the process. Not a problem, we get ourselves double shot, chain lightning, and sixth sense. So now we reload fast, and we also have a big alpha damage because we climb up to more than 25% of our average. So there we go. We are going to go in straight, and we're going to get both of them, or at least every single one that is still in the game. We have the mobility, we have the reload, we have the double shot allowed, which means that we have around, if we take into consideration the 25%, we do every 5.3 seconds, something like maybe 1k, 1.2k damage. And trust me, it's gonna be helpful. There we go for the WZ, bang bang, double shot. We kill the guy and we do what we have to do. Can we maybe sneak in another one? Yes, we can. Perfect, the guy's dead. Now we only have to deal with the FV-183 in the back and we're good. So if I had to sum up what happened here, I wouldn't say that the Concept 1B is a good tank in Uprising. You saw by that game that I still struggled. I was lucky that my teammates were helping me at the right time, but if we put that aside, I don't think that with the Concept 1B, you will be able to get the best games in Uprising. You should rather play maybe any tier 8 premium, or maybe if you play tier 10, a T22 medium, or an AMX MLE54 or something like that. Because to be fair, I really struggled getting more than 10k average damage in Uprising with this tank, which is something you shouldn't struggle too much doing with your tier 10. So yeah, in the end, right now, I feel like you can have a taste of what this tank looks like in Uprising. Maybe you enjoyed it, maybe it's not the case. Tell me in the comments, I would be curious to know your opinion, and hopefully I'll see you soon for a new video. Bye.